friends, welcome to Uniquely Vintage You. Friends, my name is Michelle. If you're new here, welcome. I am so thankful to have you here. I have been sick for a while. I'm finally on the mend. Thank the Lord. I want to thank each and every one of you that has prayed for me. Those prayers mean everything. And you know what? Since I'm feeling well, I wanted to run back to Hobby Lobby. There's a couple of things that I think I want to check out again, and then I'm going to come back and I'm actually going to style some fall decor with you guys. As you can see, I still have a lot of patriotic decor up that I have not taken down, so I want to do that today as well. So let me grab my purse and then let's get going. Let me share with you though the purse that I always grab. Friends, I always grab my Teddy Blake purse, and I do this because it is my favorite. This is luxury on a budget. These purses are made of fine Italian leather, and friends, I chose the Ava bag in the size 14 and the color cream. This is the bag that I carry all the time, whether I am going to the store in jeans or leggings, or whether I'm dressed up going to church. This is the bag that I carry. It comes with this cute handle. It also comes with the strap. I absolutely love this bag, and they are having a sale for up to like 35% off. And if you use my code, which I'll have right here, you can get an extra 10% off as well. And you know what? It's never too early to start thinking about Christmas. I know that seems so crazy, but it will actually be here before we know it. And if you're looking for a perfect gift for someone that has everything, they will love this bag. I promise you, it is such a great quality. And again, I have a lot of handbags. This is the one that I grab every single time. I absolutely love it. Hands down, my favorite bag. So go check Teddy Blake out. I will have their information listed for you in the description below. I will have it right here as well. I hope you'll check it out for up to 35% off. Plus, if you use my code, you get an extra 10% off. So let's grab my bag, my favorite bag, and let's head out to the store and then meet me back here, and I will share with you what I got, and then let's do a little styling for fall. Friends, my plan is just to run into a few stores. I wanted to go to TJ Maxx, Walmart, and then Hobby Lobby. I'm going to pick up a few things, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what I got, and then we're going to style some things in my home for fall. The weather is getting a little crazy looking outside, so I'm going to hurry and get in and show you what I got, and then let's style my things for fall. So the first thing I got from Walmart was these stems right here. I've seen other people use these. I think they look so interesting, so I did grab these from Walmart, and I grabbed some more, which I will show you a little bit later. In Hobby Lobby, I did grab these. I thought these were so real looking. And here is the number if anybody wants that. And they were $1.99, again with 40% off. So I think I grabbed 5 of these. Now another reason I wanted to go back to Hobby Lobby was because I saw these pumpkins the first time I was there, and they look so realistic. And I just thought the price was good. They were 40% off of $12.99. I got the orange one, and I also grabbed the cream color one. I think these look so real, and these are just perfect to add to your decor. Now, I really don't need pumpkins, but you know, you can always find room for one more. I also saw these acorns, and these are different from the ones I have seen previously in the store. And so I thought they were so pretty. They were $10 for 2, again 40% off. So I grabbed a couple of these boxes because they just didn't have very many on the shelves, and I thought these would be perfect to use. Friends, the ribbon was also on sale in the regular section over by the material. I found this gorgeous brown velvet. I thought that would be pretty to use for fall this year, so I grabbed that. Now this was at TJ Maxx. This candle was too cute to pass up. They had 2. So I grabbed me one and my sister one. They are just so pretty, and the price was $9.99 each. And and I thought that was a great deal for such a pretty container. And then I also found this container right here that was in the shape of a pumpkin. It was just this little pumpkin jar, and I couldn't pass it up either. Is that not the sweetest thing? So I know I'll find a perfect place for this. So I did grab it, and it was $14.99. So last time I was at Hobby Lobby, this candle was not there. So I had happened to stop at a different store, and I actually found one. I got my sister and I both one. And so if you haven't got one, I don't know if you can find them now, but I know probably other stores have them, like maybe Michael's. It's what my friend Dawn from Ginger Jar Lane told me, so you might want to check that out. I have not been there, but friends, I was so excited to grab this. Okay, now that we're home, you can see I've not taken down any of my patriotic decor. So I have it everywhere, and my thought was I want to change some things out for fall. So let's start by taking all this down, and here you go. I couldn't wait to get this gorgeous fall picture up. So my plan is today, since I do not have my bins already out, my plan is to just do an early fall reset. And what I want to use are things that I've thrifted, things that I've just bought from Hobby Lobby, and let's just see what we can do. Now to set the ambiance, we're going to light a fall candle, and then we're going to turn on some fall ambiance on our TV. I love that these little leaves are falling. Just gets you in the mood to decorate. So this is the other set of stems that I grabbed when I was in Walmart today. I believe these were $5.98 or $5.99. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to grab this container, which I should have dusted it before. I had to stop and dust it, but I just put both of these stems in there, and I love it because, you know, it's still green outside. It's not brown yet. I mean, we do have some leaves turning, but it's not fall just yet. But I want to bring in this early fall look. I think it complements this picture so well. And friends, I've been waiting all year to get this out. This is my favorite $5 find that I got on Facebook Marketplace. I absolutely love this picture. So we're going to do a quick just reset of my living room. So here we go. I just cleared off everything that was there. I'm going to take my gorgeous picture from my sweet friend Jean E. And she gifted me that in a blessing box. I love using it. I'm going to leave it there. And then I just have this crock with just some old like chandelier parts. And that's all I'm going to do right there. And you can see it's getting crazy outside. And I'm losing light, so I'm trying to hurry. So this shelf right here, I'm going to keep the top shelf the same, and I'm going to just decorate this shelf right here. Again, friends, I'm using things that I have thrifted at the thrift store, or that I have just recently purchased, just a few things to add in. This container was thrifted. These papers were in another jar that I had up here for the 4th of July. I'm just going to tuck a few of those inside. These jars were thrifted. I'm just going to put them back. They were already on this shelf anyway. I'm just going to kind of move things around. And this is just really getting me ready to start decorating for fall. So again, if you haven't started, maybe just doing this pre-fall where you're changing out some of your decor, maybe not just getting out all of your fall just yet. I don't know. I just was so excited. I didn't have my bins out, but I knew I wanted to go ahead and just see if I could style it with just the things I had on hand. Again, these books are thrifted, and I'm going to add another container on top of this that I recently thrifted. I just love it. And inside of it, I have just some stems. If you've been with me for very long, you know these were a roadside find. They were some dried weeds along the road. I thought they were pretty, and I've kept them and I use them. Aren't they so pretty? I'm so proud of that. I love to source things in nature. I just think it adds such a wonderful element, and it makes your home feel cozy. I mean, you can buy all the things in the world, but if you can bring some of the outside in, I just think it makes your home even more beautiful. These stems I got for spring. They were in another spring arrangement. I just stuck them in here. They're dried. I think they look so, so pretty. Now, the next thing I want to add, again, this is all thrifted things I've recently picked up, was this gorgeous brass easel or picture holder. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, I love it. And then, of course, here's my pheasant that I recently picked up the other day. I just love it. I think this is coming together and just turning out so pretty. Okay, so moving below, this is something I arranged last year, and I just kept it together because I just liked it so much. I just had it in another room, and so I pulled it out. I'm just going to stick it right here. All these florals came from Hobby Lobby last year or the year before. They're so pretty. I have this other little container. This was something I had sitting behind my couch. I think it plays off perfectly here, so I just moved it over just to change my look around. And then let's just add that really sweet little pumpkin candle that I got from TJ Maxx, and I think that is the perfect look. So now let's move over to this kind of entry table by my front door. I've kept the top pretty much the same. I took down a few things, and I'm going to add my wreath. I thrifted for $1.99. I think this is incredibly beautiful, and I love that it's wiggy and whimsical, and I just think it's so pretty. So I just placed that right there. I moved my family pictures over to the side. I'm keeping my Bibles at the bottom, and of course I had my daddy's Bible here earlier, and I'm going to put it back because of all the beautiful Bibles that I've collected. The ones, of course, that mean the most to me are my family's. So I want to display my daddy's Bible. You can see it was well used. He was a great dad. My mom and dad were both amazing Christian people. They raised us in church, and I'm just so honored that I got to call them my mom and dad. So anyway, we're going to continue with just some more thrifted things, some thrifted bottles, thrifted compote. All these are things that I have picked up this year. And again, you know, it's just so amazing what you can find at the thrift store to use in your seasonal decorating. So moving over to this little cabinet I have sitting right by my TV, I took down that topiary I had there earlier, and I'm going to use this gorgeous compote dish that my beautiful friend Jody gifted me with. I just couldn't wait to style it, and so I'm going to place it right here so I can see it. And I'm just going to add some burlap string. If you don't know what that is, I like to take burlap and just pull the strings off and save them to use them like I use paper shred. I just think it adds a really amazing element to your decorating. Again, here's some more of those bottles that I thrifted in a bag at the thrift store. I'm just going to place those inside, and then I want to add those acorns I just picked up from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to stick those in there, and then I'm going to add one more element. So I thought these thread bobbins were so cool, and I thrifted these as well in a big bag. And so I just thought, you know, I'm going to pull out the ones that are this cream color and maybe brown, and I'm going to just tuck them in. I just love the element of all these odd and different things styled together. I just think that makes such a collective and pretty look.
complement this, I'm going to grab something else I thrifted, this really pretty container. And inside I just have one of those Hobby Lobby picks. I think those are so pretty. I love the colors. I think that looks so natural. And I'm going to leave that right there. And then I'm going to grab this duck. It's an Avon duck. And he's wild country. I think that's so funny. My mother sold Avon for many, many years. And I actually think I remember this being in the catalog when I was a kid. But anyway, I just had to add that right there. Again, it was thrifted. And I just love that it just brings in such a fall touch. I did take out a few pieces here and rearrange it just a little bit. And then again, I'm going to add in this clock that I recently thrifted. I'm going to place it right there, and that's all I'm going to do in here. And friends, I know a lot of you have told me to take the door off this cabinet, and that's something that I will probably do. I don't know, I really like the door, and it's usually not in my way because it's just usually me here. But again, I do see what y'all are saying, and so that's something that I think I might try to see if I like it. Okay. So we're almost done. Let's go ahead and style my coffee table. You can see I thrifted this gorgeous ironstone pitcher, and I had it here with flags in it, and I'm going to repurpose it and use it again. So let's place it right here, and then I'm going to grab those stems I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to style them inside. I just wanted to remind you, when you get a stem, you know, most stems are packed tight. Spread them apart, bend them, because that makes them definitely look more realistic. And I try to do that with all of my stems. So that's a quick trip if you don't usually do that. I want to encourage you just to bend them, because it really does give a movement and make them seem more real. Okay, I like that. I think that turned out so pretty. The white complements what I have on the couch. So now I'm going to use this other piece that I thrifted and did a little makeover on. It's a candle holder. I just cut a piece of wood to put on top. So let's take these old clocks I'm going to put on top, and then I'm going to add a thrifted cloche. Now let's add in this thrifted Bible, and then I'm going to add in this thrifted clock I recently got that's brass. I think this is such a pretty clock. I just love it. I don't think it's really that old, but I don't know. I just love it. So I love the way that looks. Now let's add a few things over here. I'm going to add in these acorns again. These are the last two that I have. And you know, once I figure out how I want to place them, the only other thing I'm going to do is add in that pumpkin candle. And friends, that pumpkin candle can be set on a timer, or you can just turn it on and off. So I'm going to place it right here and just enjoy all this fall ambiance. Friends, the only other thing I wanted to share with you was this candle holder I got at the thrift store. I don't think I ever shared this with you guys. I think I paid $5 for it. It does have those, it holds really tiny candles. I don't have any. So I think I'm going to order some in maybe a brown color, hopefully, that I can put in there. And I think that will be so pretty. But friends, this is my early fall just refresh. It's not my fall decorating. I don't, like I said, I don't have any of my bins out. I'm going to go get those out, and I'm going to start over. I just wanted to share with you guys some simple ideas. So if you're not ready to start pulling out all your bins, just look around at some of the things that you have that maybe might lend themselves to fall. I think the only thing you really need to do is just add in a few stems, like these stems from Walmart and those few from Hobby Lobby. Really just helped elevate my space and make it feel more cozy and fallish. So I am just, it's so funny how your decor can really change the whole mood and feeling of your room. But friends, I am absolutely loving it. Friends, I hope you'll tell me what your favorite part is. I hope you'll let me know if you have thrifted a lot of decor that you can transition into fall. I don't know. I think this turned out really pretty. And again, as I'm sitting here in my living room and I'm editing this video, it just makes my heart so happy to see all of these touches of fall. Friends, I can't thank you enough for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all are such a blessing to our lives. If you haven't subscribed, we would truly appreciate if you would consider subscribing, if you would give us a thumbs up. It truly does help our channel and it means the world to us. And friends, before we go, I just would like to ask you if you would please continue to pray for our precious friend Angie at the Bumblebee Farmhouse. Before I go, I'd like to share this beautiful Bible verse. It says, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on the wings of eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." Isaiah 40:31. This is one of my favorite verses. There's so much strength and power in the Word of God. Friends, cling to your Heavenly Father and trust Him with your whole life. Friends, thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. And friends, we look forward to seeing the next one. Bye, y'all.